The summer is here, and so are the bugs. What are some things that you can do to help prevent bug bites with your kids this summer? We're going to talk about it in this video. Greetings and salutations, my friends. My name is Travis, aka Dad, here from Dad Done Right to help you elevate your parenting game so you can crush it at being a parent. And on this channel, I share my journey as a Christian parent through tips and recommendation videos just like this one, as well as family vlogs. So be sure to check those out. And if you like this video, be sure to consider subscribing and joining the Dad Done Right family. Today I'm going to share just a few basic tips on things that you can do every single day so you can still enjoy the outside and the beautiful weather while taking your little one out there while ensuring their safety. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is repellents and protection. When you're having your kids go outside, you want to make sure they have some type of bug repellent or protection on their skin so that it'll keep the bugs away from them and protect against bug bites. Now, Pinterest offers a ton of just different homemade remedies, repellents and sprays and things that you can put on your porch, your deck, in your yard to help repel bugs away and create a more natural barrier for your yard. I would be willing to make a video about those things if you would like. I can try a couple out and put them on my porch, see if they work, show you how to make them. If that's something you want, let me know down in the comments below. But first thing I would recommend for you guys is to make sure you have some type of protection. Certain repellents are not recommended for kids at all, and certain ones you should only apply once a day. I'll get into more details about that stuff in an upcoming video where I actually just talk about the kind of repellents and the chemicals in them and when you should or should not use them, and a personal recommendation from me. The next recommendation I would have for you for this summer is to stay away from tall grass and areas like brush or like piles of dead leaves or sticks, areas that you might find that bugs may nest. Make sure you keep your grass nice and trim, and that will prevent bugs from forming nests and colonies throughout your yard and make it less likely for them to jump on your kids. And if you aren't someone who is able to cut your grass as frequently, or if your yard's so big, just make sure that you don't let your kids go out in areas that have tall grass. Another thing that you can actually do to help prevent bugs from being attracted to your children and want to bite them or sting them is to avoid using soaps or shampoos or perfumes that have a sweet scent or anything that would make them more appealing than an average person. Make sure you're using things that are unscented, and that will help tremendously. Regardless of whether you followed every perfect step up to this point, if your kids are going outside, there's always a chance that they could get bit or stung or have bugs still on them when they come in the house. So after every trip outside, every time you come out here, you want to make sure you inspect your children to make sure there are no bugs on them that they're bringing into the house. It's really easy to just let your kids play outside, go to the park. You see nothing on their skin right away, so therefore they're probably okay. Well, what if they've got something up in their hair? Like, hair is a great place for bugs to hide, to burrow, to nest. So make sure you inspect your kids every single time they come in from the house, especially in their hair. Another thing to keep in mind is that even if you are inspecting your kids and have looked them over for bugs and you didn't see one, if one does manage to sneak its way into your house, you need to keep an eye out for symptoms. It's really easy to gloss over things that are happening and not realize it could be from a bug bite. Bug bites aren't typically our first thing that we think about, but when it comes to things like ticks, if there was a tick on your child, ticks actually release a neurotoxin. Whoa, bug flying by me right now. Ticks actually release a neurotoxin in their salivary glands that when they bite into your skin, it works its way up from like your feet all the way up into your brain and creates cognitive impairment and affects your motor skills. And I've heard stories about little kids who couldn't even stand or walk or just kept falling over, and their speech was slurred, and it can actually be lethal if not treated. So if going into the summer, understanding that this is a possibility and knowing that it's very real, that if you start to see symptoms, keeping that at the front of your mind so that when you take them to the doctor, they know what to do and they know what to look for. Because if you don't tell them, this may not be something that they're thinking right out the gate is a possibility. But if you let them know, hey, they were outside, or hey, could it possibly be a tick bite, that will help speed up the process. One final thing I would recommend is that this is obviously going to be condition specific here, but if you live in a place that's cooler, or if it's nighttime, dress your kids in appropriate clothes with long pants, long sleeve shirts to cover up their skin, especially with things like mosquitoes coming out in the evenings. And if you live in a place that's humid like where I live, it gets really muggy and then the bugs come out. Anything you can do to cover them up and actually protect their skin with things like the Zika virus out there now that's super scary, especially for pregnant moms and for, you know, infants. We want to do anything and everything that we can to cover up that skin and protect them from any type of bite from mosquitoes and bugs. With that being said, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope this helps you. I hope you enjoyed these tips. For now, that is going to be all. My name is Travis. Thanks for watching Dad Done Right. I hope you hit that subscribe button and join the Dad Done Right family. And you guys keep elevating your game at being a parent. Rock on, peace out, and I'll see you in the next video. Whoop-ha! We're gonna talk about bugs. Did I say boog bites? What is a boog bite? Always carry a really large fly swatter. Tip number 1, don't go outside. Problem solved. That's not a good tip. Is it gonna rain? Probably finish this video soon.